In this video, I show how I created the spherical box out of a log from start to finish. First, I choose one of the logs I got last summer, and I cut it into a manageable chunk. I never have worked with this type of wood, so I had to do some research on what species it is. My best result is that it's a black ash or elm because of its unique grain characteristics, along with it being a very dense wood. By far the most interesting characteristic was the unique smell it has when it's been cut. I've never smelled anything like it, but it has a sensation of smelling like canine pepper in the air. First, I rough turned two 5-inch bowls out of the log. One has a tenon on it and the other has a groove, so that in theory the two will fit together snugly. I slowly removed the material from the tenon until it would just fit. This is the most important part of the shaping process. Too tight and there is a groove between the bowls, too loose and the joint won't hold together like a lid.
A few moments later.
After shaping the bowl, I started sanding. If you don't sand completely, you get these groups of fibers that aren't smooth. It's easy to ignore them, but when the finish goes on, you see spots on opposite sides of the bowl that aren't shiny like the rest of the bowl, and this ruins the finish. So I started off with sanding with a 60 grit to aggressively remove the imperfections, and then worked my way up to 400 grit in 100 grit steps. It's very important not to skip over this 100 grit at steps at a time, because if you do that, under a bright light you'll be able to see the scratches from the previous grit. The last thing I need to do is remove the gash that I had left when I was shaping it earlier. To minimize its effect on the appearance, I created a soft finger grip as a way to open the lid. Later I sanded the burn marks away so that it would look good. After all the sanding was complete, I added tongue roll finish, as I do with most of my projects. This brings out the grain with minimal plastic shine. And it's done. Overall, I was very impressed with it, that I could get such a spherical box in shape out of just two bowls and have them actually fit together well. If you like this, please subscribe.